Oh, okay.
I gotta get another. You want one?
I have one.
Live.
I'm done with it.
All right, we're going live here. One sec.
I just got notification that you're live.
All right.
Sean, you're muted.
You're muted. Can't hear you.
My bad. Thank you.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday night Come Alive call. This is the night where we get to hear all of your stories and results and all the fun things that you guys are noticing after your 11-day ER shred. I know many of you are on your second and third and fourth ER shred, so it's fun to get updates and hear how you're doing so far. And so we got a list of people that we're going to be hearing from who volunteered to share their story so far. And then we're going to turn the time over to Jesse James Jamnick to give us the awesome presentation on how this ER shred protocol works so effectively.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Someone's laughing. Jesse. Anyway, listen, before we start tonight, we got something really cool to share. And it's really important to Crystal and I. It's very exciting for us. And so bear with us for just 1 second. Also, we put a disclaimer online. We put a disclaimer in the chat that we don't treat, cure any diseases or anything medical. Always consult with your doctor if you're considering changing your lifestyle. And, so anyway, please, those that share your testimonials, no medical claims, no disease names. That's important because we want to just make sure that everyone knows we're a lifestyle empowerment protocol. It's a lifestyle empowerment dietary protocol. Okay. To the most important thing now. By the way, thank you, Jesse, for your call last night with Brad. If you guys haven't seen that, it was awesome. Every Shred Your Body call is incredible. And last night was no different, Jesse. It was awesome. And tomorrow night, Udana, who's going to share with us tonight, Udana is going to be on Bob Sivright's call tomorrow night, which is in shreddersunite.com if you want to go there. All right. With all that
really
said,
quick,
okay.
I think this is just wanted to remind you guys that this call is so awesome. It was so fun to be live here together. I love seeing all of you guys. And so we're live on Facebook as well. If any of you have been wanting to share this would be a good time to go into Facebook and share on your wall or tag the people that may have been asking you about this. And because this is fun. It's fun to hear how all of you have been able to see such amazing results so far.
Thank you. And you can grab it from my wall. I think we share it there first, and then it gets, from there it goes all over. So that's great.
Yeah.
And Jesse's not going to have a lot of time tonight. Jesse, I'm going to warn you because there's quite a few testimonials. Please, guys, try to keep your testimonials to 3 or 4 minutes so that other people have time. We really appreciate it. And also, what's cool about our culture is you'll just be sharing in the group on an ongoing basis. So this isn't the last we'll hear from you. You're going to have a whole big group of fans. That's why we all know and love each other. All right, to the most important call for the most important part of the call tonight for us, we announced previously that we are going to form a health professional board, which is what we did. And we are going to form one more board, and that is going to be around the branding or the brand ER Shred. So ER Shred is a protocol. It's, if you haven't gathered, it's a dietary lifestyle empowering protocol. And we do lots of unique, interesting things with ER Shred. And the branding is all things that, we've worked with partners like Jesse, like Bob, and so many others to really make this something special for all of us. And we
Somehow you got muted, bro.
flipping Adam muted me.
It doesn't say we're muted.
Did I just unmute? Now we're not muted. So just kidding, Adam, I love you. So with that said, there is one individual that we're going to announce tonight who will be the first member of our executive board, and which is, completely separate from our health professional board. And the first person that we are going to announce is an individual who has just shown up day in and day out, all the time. She's always there. She always shows up. She is the most incredible person, and we're so grateful for her. She has done so much for this community. She's been organizing everything. She's been putting everything in, optimal places so that everyone can have access. She has taken ownership of this, which is what we've asked her to do, is just take ownership as if it were your own. And that's exactly what she has done. And she is the one and only Shreducator. And that is Heather Sika Leonard. Are you out there, Heather?
Yay, Heather.
I am here and I will absolutely accept.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said,
Guys.
Heather, I'm going to let you say a couple words, but like I said, guys, these are not going to be big boards. We are very particular. We, Crystal and I, we built a culture once and it got all blown to pieces because we felt like we lost control. This is very important to us. So those people not all those people that we would pick would be on our team. That's not what it's about. It's more so about the vibe and the culture. And Heather knows exactly what that is. So Heather, tell us how you feel and, speech.
I am honored to be invited to do this. I have loved every part of it. This is who I am, and teaching is what I do. And that's what I feel like I've been doing. And I've shown up to learn because my background is not nutrition, but I continue to show up and I learn from the group. And by helping create these resources, I've learned even more. So I'm very happy to be a part of it. So thank you.
We love you, Heather.
Love you guys too. And I'm coming for Grape Hydrate. I'm warning you.
I know she was jealous because we have the last one.
Oh, thank you, Heather. Thank you so much. And we'll try to make it more official. We'll this is an ongoing thing, as you know, but we couldn't wait any longer. We just had to announce that and acknowledge you. And of course, we just want your continued support moving forward because of who you are. Ah, that feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That feels nice. Okay. First person tonight that we're going to call on to share, I saw her on here just a second ago. It is Sharon Pexey. Are you out there?
Yep. Hi, everybody.
Sharon, you made it.
I made it.
Now, remind me where you're calling from and who shared ER Shred with you.
Okay, well, I live in Brookfield, Wisconsin, Burr, and Kimber King. I've known Kimber for quite a while, and she told me about the ER Shred, and her and I were both like, nah, I don't know. Do you think we can do this? And we're like, nah. We were skeptical, but we had to rely on each other and decide this is for us. We got to try this. And
I've seen your ongoing results in the group. Your pictures are so unbelievable. Your story's real. I'm so excited that you're on here because
Thanks.
people are gonna do a double take in just a second here. But go ahead and share with people, how was it before ER Shred, and then what's happened since?
Well, I'm a registered nurse, and I've been doing that job for about 35 years. Always kind of struggling to lose weight. Okay. I could never get to my goal. I would try something and yeah, it would work. It would work for a while, but then I would be like hungry or like starving or really bored, or it was like too hard. I don't want to be tracking all that. I don't want to be doing all this. And, I want to be on a plan that if I make a meal, my husband can eat it too. He's not going to be like, oh, what's that? So when I decided to do the ER Shred and got my kit and started out, I was skeptical that this was going to work. I didn't think I'd be able to do it, but I've been doing this since November, and it's 4 months now. I've done about 5 shreds, one a month, one 11-day shred a month, and I've lost 45 pounds. 43 pounds and 45 inches. They're so close. the numbers, I get them mixed up, but I
hope you can see Jesse and Adam and everyone else clapping and cheering. Yeah. And I hope you can see that. And also you're aware there's a chat, so you're going to get really flooded in the chat with love as well.
Yeah.
Sharon. That's cool. Yeah. Because, with this plan, I didn't feel hungry. I mean, that's the best part of it. And like, all like the junk food that I would crave, maybe chips and pretzels and chips and salsa and all that stuff. I didn't even really want it. And my appetite just really dropped, which shocked me. Maybe the first few days, yeah, I was a little bit hungry, but as time went on, I noticed such a huge change in my appetite. And I love that. I mean, that's all what this awesome protein is doing for our bodies and how it's regulating our hormones. And it's just totally awesome. I mean, really happy. And I'm not at my goal yet, but guess what? I know I can do it with this. It's not a problem. I got this, no problem.
Yeah, I love that. I love that you said you're on your 5th shred, right?
Yep.
Month. So tell me what it's like after the 11 days and throughout the rest of the month. What do you feel like, and how are you eating? Like, do you feel like it's easy to stick with, like, kind of
Oh yeah.
what you're doing in between?
I did not want this to be a race. I didn't want this to be something I was going to do and have a finish line. I wanted this to be something that I was going to stick with and learning how to do it correctly. And then when I would be on maintenance, I would add usually 1 healthy carb a day, but maybe not exactly all in a row, but maybe if I wanted to have an orange one day, I added that to my meat meal. Maybe I wanted some broccoli, I'd add that, or some asparagus, or, just for that variety and maybe that crunch or that sweetness. And it's been totally fine, very satisfied.
Yeah.
And you would be shocked at if you saw what I used to eat compared to what I eat now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to take pictures and post them on the ER Shred group of my meal that I made, and it was humongous. Now I look back and say, how could I have ever eaten all that? But guess what? On this plan, you just eat till you're satisfied.
Yeah.
And that's what I said, oh, I'm going to eat like a man.
Hey, Sharon, before we let you run really quickly, have you noticed anything around how you feel?
Oh, yeah. My energy is really much better. I sleep a lot better. I would always be able to fall asleep, but I couldn't stay asleep. Now I can sleep less hours, but I wake up refreshed. And that's totally awesome. And my joints don't ache. I think my hair and my nails is like way stronger. And that's all from our healthy protein that we're getting and our collagen bone broth and, all these things that totally just fuel our body. And, I can really tell that my body is fat adapted for sure. I know it.
Yeah.
Totally awesome. And that's an accomplishment.
I feel like we need like a sword and we like anoint people.
Oh yeah, I like that.
You're an ER Shred like knight now. You're a warrior.
Awesome.
Amazing. Hey guys, go in the group and go on the search bar and type in Sharon, and then it's PECSI, and go look at her before and after picture. It'll blow your mind, and just give her lots and lots of love. Okay, Sharon, is that a picture that you're okay with people sharing outside of the group, or no?
Sure. I was really shy about that to begin with, but you know what? When I had heard from some of my friends that were like, wow, you're really inspiring me and you're really motivating me, then I said, you know what? Quit the shyness and just put it out there. So yes, go ahead.
Jesse, go. Thank you, Sharon. Jesse, go ahead and unmute
Okay.
and show people that. Talk while you do it.
Hold on, I was trying to get it, but I think my can you see?
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable. That's consistency.
Thank you.
Wow, it's just incredible. Hey guys, by the way, thank you, Sharon. ER Shred is really getting noticed now. What was the gal's name? The Instagrammer. Her name is Summer.
Oh, Summer Ray.
Summer Ray.
Yeah.
She's got 25 million followers on Instagram, and she's a personality model. And she gave a shout out to ER Shred, and I believe it was Tom and Lorena Grigg who had shared with her. And I got 2 phone calls from corporate today, 2 different corporate representatives asking, what team is she in? What team is she in? Who's she with? And I was like, whoa, chill. But it's all good things. ER Shred is on the rise because of stories like that. You want to announce the next person? Let's go with.
Udonna Power.
Go. Well, before, we've been together for a long time, haven't we?
Yes.
So in 2005, I got down to about size 2. It was quite remarkable. And then over the years, things just got away from me. And basically, I'm an emotional eater. So this has been a pretty interesting couple of years, and my boyfriend loves to cook, which is great. But that's my drug of choice is food. So I was a little bit plump and just, little love handles, and it was feeling fluffy. And I thought, oh my gosh, am I going to be old and fat? And Lenny called me. He said, look at what Sean is doing. And I looked and I went, oh my God, because you're getting the same results that we got like in 2005, 2006, but better. And so I said, I'm going to do this. And the thought of doing this much meat, I was like, well, I was thinking about being a vegan, a vegetarian. How does that work with rice and beans? But I said, no, I'm going to do it anyway. Because I love steak. So I said, we're just going to do it, And the highlight, first of all, my hunger and my craving went away. And again, my sweetie, he loves to cook and make nice big dinners. And he always has my favorite ice cream over there. I don't even want it. And the fun treat was when he came over to do a favor for me around lunchtime, I said, hey, join me for lunch. And I served him filet mignon and bacon.
That's the way to a man's heart.
Yeah, his eyes were like bugging out. He said, oh really? And when I don't have the pan de rustique bread and I don't have this, oh, no, I'm in fat burning. I'm not going to have that. And just go on and eat, the bacon. He's watching.
Oh, Udonna. So Udonna and I go way back because we worked together very closely for a very long time. You're very dear to me. Udonna was an actress or a singer. Which one was it? It was one
all of the above. Screenwriter.
Well, everyone, Udonna, we're going to have you share your results on ER Shred, but you are going to be on Bob's Call on
tomorrow
night. Thank you.
Yes.
And, again, you guys can go to the Shredders Unite group on Facebook and join that if you want, and then you can watch that live in that group. Udonna is quite the story. So, but anyway, Udonna, go ahead and tell everybody how you did on the ER Shred.
Well, I after the 11th day, the 12th morning of the 12th day, I had lost 12 pounds. Now I'm a maniac, and I had been when I was really, really thin as an actress, I was literally starving myself to death, which led to some problems. So I haven't measured myself yet, but I have to show you something when you go here. So this jacket was right to here, and now you have to close it like that. So I'm going to have it rebuilt, and my jeans, I've had my jeans taken in and they're still loose again. And a friend of mine calls herself a bikini diva. She's 77 and she wins bikini contests. And she now has a TV show and she wants me to be her guinea pig. And guess what?
Oh, what? Udonna, this is cool.
Yeah.
I said I will show up in a bikini in front of an audience. I guess it's going to be on TV, as I'm 76, so in July. But I feel like I can actually do it. I feel like I have the energy, I have the willpower, and with incubating the shakes and adding the other stuff, I feel like and I've got the energy to exercise now. I thought, well, I guess what I found out in life is if you want to do something, find a lot of people that are doing what you want to do and just start bumbling forward. And so I'm bumbling forward. My next shred is going to start next Thursday, and then I'll probably do back-to-back shreds until we get to where we are. But I have added a little bit of vegetables now and then. And right while I'm, waiting, I've had to stop for 2 weeks for something. And basically, it's where I am, and I'm loving it. And I'm so excited to start building the business with just this.
Yeah.
because it's clean, it's fast, the results are spectacular. So thank you, Sean and Crystal, for figuring this out. Wow.
Thank you.
I feel like I have the rest of my life and, you know, vital, powerful. We're never too old to be young, okay?
Yes, I love that. We're never too old to be young. That's gonna be my mantra. I just turned 40, so I'm trying to be happy about aging.
I gotta tell you, for honest, everything gets better. Everything gets better. Everything, if you're healthy and if you have money coming in,
I love that.
everything is better. So
That's so inspiring.
you have a lot to look forward to. Yay.
We love you so
Oh
much,
my gosh.
Udonna.
It's mutual.
You're gonna have a whole fan club in the group cheering you on towards
Yeah.
that bikini contest.
Yeah, that's
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're gonna have a whole
Yeah,
big
what
fan
an
club.
What am I doing? Okay, good.
I love that.
All right,
No
so
plastic shoes, right?
next up, thank you so much, Udonna. Yeah, she's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Udonna
Love your
is a
energy,
lot
Udonna.
of fun. So she's gonna bring a lot of energy to this group.
Mhm.
Okay, what about Beth Circuit? Are you out there, Beth?
I am. Here I am.
Hi, Beth.
Beth, we want to know where you're calling from and who introduced you.
Okay, I'm calling from Maryland, and Rick and Tasha introduced me indirectly through a mutual friend that was doing the ER shred. Her name is Annette Coram, and I had invited her over to my home just to have drinks and entertaining, and she was on this different type of diet, and she didn't explain it to me over the phone, but when she came to my house, she had made some pancakes out of the shake mix, and she had her hot dog and a whole bunch of other stuff, and I was like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm on this diet that has really changed how I eat and, you know, how I feel. So I said, okay, well, I'm interested. So Tasha emailed me and sent me some information, and I'm on my second shred. So the first one, and just a little background on me, I'm a type 1 diabetic. So whenever I take insulin through an insulin pump, and I wear a continuous glucose monitor. So I'm very knowledgeable about glucose metabolism, et cetera. And I've probably been on every diet known to man, because prior to me developing diabetes, I was very thin, wasn't overweight in any way. So I'm very confusing to the average person, because they think I'm a type 2 diabetic and not a type 1. But insulin makes you fat. And if you take less of it, which I'm definitely doing, because I'm not ingesting as many carbs at all, that you don't have to take as much insulin, and that you burn muscle as opposed to fat, or store fat, I should say. So my first shred, I lost 6 pounds and a total of about 19 inches total. And I'm in the middle of my second one. I'll be done tomorrow. And I'm probably going to lose another 4 or 5.
You did say 19 inches. Was that accurate?
Yes.
That's a lot of inches. Congratulations.
Oh, it is, because I had a lot of fat. So, I mean, and not because I'm a really good eater, because I've been forced to, because of the chronic illness that I live with. Yeah. But I think that it's taught me a lot about what carbs do to my body because of that, and that I feel great. The only thing in the very beginning, I had a hard time sleeping, but I sleep fine now.
Oh, good. How long did that take for you to start sleeping good?
I would say on the second shred, I definitely slept better, but after the cleanse days, that is when I would have the hardest time sleeping.
Yeah, okay, that's normal. You know, that juice is really electrically charged with powerful minerals that energize. It's normal when people do those cleanse days, they have a harder time falling asleep.
But I will say, as I've done my second one, my sleep pattern is better, but I think my body's become more fat adaptive and used to what I'm doing. So I even had I shouldn't say this, but I had some vegetables the other day.
You better not, girl. You don't do that. No, I'm just kidding.
And I still lost weight.
That's awesome.
No, vegetables. Jesse's going to talk about it. We don't demonize vegetables. Jesse's going to talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, tell me this. You seem very happy. You seem very giddy. You know, how do you feel now compared to how you felt before?
I feel really good. I feel less sluggish. My blood sugar is excellent. I can't wait to see what my next A1C was, but my blood sugar was pretty well controlled anyway. I still had a really good hemoglobin A1C, which is, you know, what tells you how well your diabetes is doing. But I know it's going to be even better now because I'm taking less insulin. So
Awesome.
And I'm going to implement this lifestyle going down the road. Like, you know, I'm not going to, like I only had a 3-day break in between my shreds.
Yes.
So now I'm going to really try to go maybe a couple weeks before I do it again.
Yeah.
Beth, you also said you tried everything.
Oh my gosh, you
This
don't
the
even
only
know.
thing that
I
worked
could
for
probably
you?
buy a house for as much money as I've invested in diet.
I know.
I used to think the same thing about my gut health,
Yeah,
about my
and
allergies.
about
I
my
used to.
skin. Like I
Yeah.
spent thousands of dollars trying to figure out my skin.
What a gift.
Oh, and I heard your testimony about your hair. So I've been trying to do that. That's kind of hard though.
It is
No,
hard.
I know. I
It is-
haven't done it yet, but I'm like,
You haven't done it yet?
awesome. No.
She's
Okay.
got extensions
Yeah,
right now.
I don't know
So.
if it'll work with extensions.
Oh yeah, they might slide out.
Yeah.
We're savage over here, though. We're
Yeah.
going. Hey, Beth, keep playing in the group. Please keep showing up.
Okay.
You know, what's neat about this culture, we just want to keep following people's progress. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with making money. It has everything to do with, we want to keep following you. You're a beautiful, wonderful person. We fall in love with the people that come through this. And so we all do, not just us. So you're part of this now. You're part of us, you know, and you're a meaningful member. So please keep showing up and keeping us posted on how you're doing. And hey, guys, I want to address something real quick because someone came over to my house recently and they actually said that they feel as though they have a part of their brain that is in a funk and it's limited, if you will. And they feel like they could help so many people with ER Shred, sharing it forward. What was the verbiage they used?
Oh.
And so with that in mind, guys, you know, someone put in their head that you can't share something until you're at your optimal health.
Yeah.
That is the furthest thing from the truth there ever was. That, you know what? I'm going to charge Jesse to address that because Jesse's like my muscle in the back. Like if people mess with us, it's like, yo, Jesse, come here. Jesse's going to address that. Y'all should be sharing because like a result like that, Beth, you should be sharing. No, you're not where you ultimately want to be, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
No,
So-
I've been sharing with a lot of people and I continue to let people know what I'm doing because I feel better.
I love that. And you know what? Your mentors there in Tasha and Rick are about as solid gold of people as there are on this earth.
We love them.
All right, Beth, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We're gonna go with another Beth.
Okay. Beth Harbinson. Wait.
Yeah.
You got it.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Good evening. How are you?
Good.
Good.
So where are you calling from and who shared ER Shred with you?
So I'm calling from my home office in Ellicott City, Maryland, and Rick and Tasha, Well Through Wellness, also got me involved in this protocol. And just a disclaimer before I say anything more, if you hear crying, whining, and whimpering, it's not me. I'm surrounded by dogs that are sleeping and dreaming right now, so it's kind of a cacophony here.
That's funny. How many dogs do you have?
3.
Oh, that's fun. That's great. Good for you. That's fun. One of our ambassadors, Bob Sivright, he named his dog Teddy Shredder. What's funny about that, he named it Shredder after ER Shred, But
Right.
dog shreds everything. It's shredding all of Allie's slippers. It's shredding leashes. It's shredding everything. So tell us, Beth. And by the way, again, Natasha and Rick, what a gift.
Yeah.
So tell us how it was before and how you did since.
Sure. So I decided to try ER Shred. I had done the other Isagenix protocol, but I decided to try ER Shred, even though I primarily eat a vegetable-based diet. And so I'm kind of like, oh, do I really want to eat all this meat? But the reason I decided to try it is because I read the science behind it. And also because my husband is a meat eater. I mean, like the guy with the club over his shoulder and living in a cave, that's kind of him. Kill the meat, bring it in, eat the meat. And so he is, for a lot of reasons, wanting to lose some weight. And so I brought him kicking and screaming to this protocol, and he did the first one with me. He had a lot of success. He lost about 11 pounds on the first protocol and maybe 7 inches. And he was so happy with the results that he's now incorporating a shorter length, but a shorter length shred every 3 weeks in his ongoing plan to kind of get his weight under control. So I'm really excited that he's kind of bought into it. And for me, one of the things I learned was that although I didn't do the ER Shred to lose a lot of weight, I tend to carry weight around my belly. And I also really wanted to think about just the process of elimination and how you add things back in and how that would feel. And I watched a great video that Rick sent me about how to reintroduce foods. And I've really learned that dairy is not really my friend. And so as much as I like cheese and yogurt and, all these things, I'm really limiting it and I'm feeling better. I'm such a visual learner, so I have to share. This was my energy level when I'm not.
Talk us through that. Talk us through that.
Coffee in the morning, crash. Coffee mid-morning, crash. Whatever I'm eating, up, down, up, down. The worst at the 3:30 coffee, big time crash. So in addition to the shred, I am now a beer addict. And that is my 3:30 beverage now every day. I pack it when I travel. And this is my energy level now. It's like I come up in the morning, have a little lift and it's a gentle landing, and just my focus for my work and just my life has really improved. And that's been a great side effect of this protocol for me.
Love that.
Thank you for the visual. I love visual learning, so that's great. I love that, and that's so cool to I like how you describe the gentle landing. Like that's the way it should be. Like we go up, we have to get the things done, and then we slowly start to come down for the evening. Thank you for sharing your results.
Thank you so much. What do you do for a living?
You bet. I'm the executive director of a nonprofit and a founder of a passion projects nonprofit.
Wow. All right.
I raised money.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Hey, thank you so much. One more quick question. Did you notice anything around your cravings?
Oh my gosh. I was not hungry at all on the ER Shred. And specifically that first day of intermittent fasting, it's so much in your head. And I really stopped myself because I'm hungry. And I'm like, I'm not hungry. It's a message from my head telling me I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry. Move on with my day, have something that I'm supposed to have on the protocol. And then day 2, I experienced this both, every time I've done an Isagenix protocol, I feel great. And then day 3, it's like, okay, I'll have a shake, but it's not like, oh my God, I get up and have the shake right away. Actually, it really does reset the hunger button for me. And I think that's another huge advantage of incorporating this protocol and the products into my lifestyle moving ahead.
You seem very with it cognitively. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see that you've realized the same benefits that we have as well. You're kind of hitting on every hot button. Thank you so much.
You bet. Nice to be here.
All right. And next, Crystal, we have Clinton Lull. You out there, Clinton?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing, Clinton?
All right, how y'all?
Good, man. Who introduced you to ER Shred? I think it was Colin Green.
Yeah, it was technically Wes, but I'm not going to give him credit because Colin is the one that sold me on it. So yeah, so
Colin's a good
basically,
dude.
yeah, he is. Colin's a really good guy. I know he was on the call last week. You know, me and Colin have kind of gained a friendship through this, and you know, one of the great things about this, and I know everybody hasn't hit on it yet, but I mean, Colin cares. You know, he wants people to be on this program for their health. He could care less about the money. He beats that into my head, you know, all the time. You know, dude, share your story, share your story. So I'm really sharing because after his testimony, it was just too good not to share.
Yeah, man. And you're another one that posted an incredible before and after picture in the ER Shred group. You guys can get there by going to ershredders.com. And go ahead and search up Clint Lull, Lull, and you'll see his picture posted. Anyway, Clint, tell us how your results have come along.
So yeah, so basically, like in November, I seen Wes. You know, he posted a picture, you know, on Facebook, and we used to work together, and you know, he was down like 31 pounds, and I'm like, man, what's this guy doing? So I called him. You know, he told me, hey, I'm on this program. You know, he kind of ran me through the basics, and so I kind of was a believer from that. But I mean, you know, one thing that for me that were maybe a little different, you know, I was a real heavy drinker. You know, I'm gonna be honest, you know, I probably could drink 50, 60 beers a week and a half a gallon of whiskey like nothing. So January 11th, you know, I just decided it was time for a change. You know, I was fed up. I was kind of felt bloated. I was just wasn't happy with myself, and started on the program, quit drinking the same day, you know, haven't drank a beer since.
What? How long has that been?
It's been about 8 weeks. Last week was about 8 weeks, Mark. I finished my 8 week last week. So
I gave up beer too, man.
I was a little over 270. I was about 271 at the time, and now I'm down to 220. So I really quit. I really quit counting the inches after, I don't know, 15 inches or so. I quit. I'm probably like 5 belt loops in. Yeah. You know, everybody keeps giving me a hard time, telling me I need to buy new clothes, but.
All right, man. Now here's where this is all mind-boggling. It really is. Yeah. It's a phenomenal result, and you're a hero. Everybody that shared tonight and everybody that will share, in my opinion, is a real-life hero because you guys have basically decided to stop being spectators in the game of life and actually like take control of your life. You're the hero of your story, Clint. You've decided I'm the hero of my story, and I'm going to show up. I'm gonna push back. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna take back control. That's what you did. So Clint, what about feeling, man? How are we feeling?
Oh man, I feel great. I feel great. You know, I used to come home, just want to sit on the couch. You know, I had a real stressful job. I work at the same job now, but the stress doesn't bother me as much no more. You know, I don't know. It just wears on me different. You know, I just let it brush off of me, roll off of me. I come home, get on the treadmill. You know, I've been running about 30 minutes a day now, pretty consistently, you know, 4 days a week. But, you know, a couple of things that really stuck out to me too about the group is, you know, I've watched a lot of videos, you know, on the sideline, not saying nothing, but that you posted or James or Jesse has posted. But, you know, some of these things, I think people get stuck on the fact that, you know, you have to do real strict and you have to be a certain way. But I know you posted one video, you were kind of lounging out by the pool or something. You're like, hey, you know, you go to a party and they're drinking, don't be miserable. Don't be that guy that I can't have anything. Oh, he's that guy. He's on that strict of a diet, you know? Yeah. So you have a couple of drinks if you want, just be smart about it, you know? And Jesse said kind of the same thing about food, you know? Hey, he may eat a donut or something like that, but you know, he's going to offset it with something else, you know? So I think that's what stands out a lot about the program too for me. You know, I'm not that guy that's on this real strict protocol. I tell everybody, hey, I can do whatever I want. You know, there's consequences for it, or I have to offset it with something else. So I think that's the great thing. A lot of people don't realize that it's more of a lifestyle and being smart and conscious. So I'm more food focused, you know, looking at the labels and seeing what's in it before I would just eat whatever. But I feel great, man. My girlfriend's actually also been on the program, and she had already been on a weight loss journey. She had lost about 70 pounds already, but she's lost 20 pounds as well. And she's lost more inches than I have. So a lot of people focus on the scale, but you know, she's killing me on the inches. So you know, there's also that as well. But we feel great, man. I think it's better for us as a whole, and everything's going good. I can't complain.
Check out these inches,
I love
Clint.
that.
So Heather posted this, Heather Sika Leonard, and she said it was a picture of a chat, and this person said 8.8 pounds gone. So glad I stuck to it. She said, "Atta girl, inches. Like, how many inches did you lose?" And then she says, "I'm not sure I'm doing this right, but 34 inches total through my body." And that's the way it is, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how it is. Well, you should be so proud.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. I just got to give a shout out again to Colin, man. He's an awesome guy. He's a great mentor. If, you know, that's another great thing. You know, this program's all about mentoring, you know. So if you don't have a good one, I'm signing him up. Reach out to him. He'll help you out.
Yeah, Clint,
Yeah.
you know what? Here's the thing. I know Colin's telling the truth when he says it's not about money, because I know Colin, I know Colin's lifestyle, and I know what Colin has achieved. You know, so many people get the wrong impression, but here's the best way to look at it. How do you feel about the person that shared this with you?
Absolutely.
That's what matters, because that's how people are going to feel about you that you shared with them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, my brother. And where are you calling from again, just so I click it in here?
I'm from Houston.
Houston. All right. All right, buddy. Thank you so much. Your
Thank y'all.
incredible story. Awesome. Thanks for being brave. All right, let's go with, sorry, Jesse, we're dipping into your time now, but we got to get a couple more here. Christina Hickman.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, Christina, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Thanks for joining us. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Southern Maryland.
Southern
Another
Maryland?
Marylander.
All right, and who shared with you?
So my sister-in-law, Heather, originally shared with me back in like around October, and she introduced me to Adam. So,
one second.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, sorry, say that again.
It's okay. I said my sister-in-law, Heather, had shared with me back in October. She was doing the shred, and she introduced me to Adam. And I've been working with Adam. I think I started talking with him in November, did my first shred in January with a group of friends. And I've actually been on this ever since. It's been truly life-changing. It's been awesome. I was at the point, I'm a mom, you know, we got a hectic lifestyle, working full time, super busy, and I just felt drained all the time. And this program has just really changed that. So it was never really about losing the weight. It was more about like my mental health and just feeling better and needing that energy. I was so tired of like just feeling tired all the time. I even went to a doctor, and my doctor was like, I have 6 children. And after having my 6th, like about when she was 2, I went to the doctors, and I'm like, I just don't feel good. I feel like something's wrong, something's off. And I did all these tests, and he's like, you're fine, you're healthy. And I'm like, so this is like what, normal? And he's like, yeah, it's motherhood. And I'm like, no, like, I just didn't want to buy into that. I'm like, it's gotta be more. There's gotta be more. And this has been the life changer for me. It's been awesome. Like, just been super great. I was actually, today I'm working, and my husband came in and talked to me. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was like, babe, I gotta go. I need to go run. Like, I have all this energy. And 3 o'clock was always like my worst hour. And now I'm just like, it's a great feeling. I love it. So I thank you all for this, because it's been awesome for me.
Wow, that's so awesome. 6 kids, and you feel energy at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and want to go run. Like, that is awesome. What a great testimonial.
It's been really good. It really has. And then I share this. It's so easy. I know, you know, a lot of people have said this, but it's so easy to share because you can be genuine about it, and it works. And you want other people to feel the way that you feel. And it's like, I talked to so many other, you know, moms that say the exact same thing as me. And they're like, I'm tired of feeling tired all the time. And I'm like, you just got to give this a try. You really do. And, you know, I've got a lot of friends that, you know, are doing this as well. And they all say the same thing. Everybody, you know, it's just really been great.
Were you able to kick any bad habits that you
Oh,
were excited
yeah.
about?
I was a huge Red Bull drinker. It was a joke in my office because people would say your Red Bulls are bigger than you. And I have not had a single Red Bull since I've started this. I was actually, I'll drink like a, black coffee in the morning. And that was the other thing. I was huge on like cream and sugar and, all that stuff on my coffee. And I've been able to cut that and haven't picked it back up since. And then I just drink water all day. And I'm like, I joke with people because I'm like, it's like this, it's like a natural high. Like, I don't know how to explain it other than that. And it's just this feeling you don't want to go away. So you don't want to, I don't have any desire for that fast food or that junk or, those sugars or anything like that, because I'm like, I don't need it anymore. So I feel satisfied and I want to keep this feeling.
You know what? You just were the first time. We ought to have like a little bell, like ding, 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 because you, to me, just described this.
Come alive.
Yeah.
Is there any better way to explain it?
I know. It's great.
That's Lenny Evans right there. That's Lenny Evans. Come alive.
Yeah.
So congratulations, you came alive.
Thank you.
Now go wake up others.
Yeah.
Trust me, I am. I truly am.
With all seriousness, Adam Sisk deserves a shout out because he's helped as many people as anybody.
Yeah, Adam's awesome. He's been really good. He's awesome.
Him and his wife are just special.
Yeah.
Special people.
Yes, they are.
Special family. All right. Thank you so much. Please keep showing up so we can keep cheering you on. And it sounds like you're going to keep cheering others on as well.
Yes.
All right. And by the way, everybody who has shared, we still have one more, I believe, but everyone who has shared is entered to win a ER Shred gear in a raffle we'll do later at the end here. Julie MP Danielson, are you out there? Julie confirmed. Let's just give her a minute to unmute just in case she's here. There's Lisa Oken. I need to call you, Lisa, badly. All right, maybe Julie didn't make it. And Mel wanted to share progress of one of her clients. You out there, Mel?
I am. I just got a low battery signal, so if I lose mic, I'll have to switch over. Just real quick, there are 3 ladies that are shredding together. They wanted to do it as a group, independent from what they were coming in late because the order came in late. So they were all 3 come alive. One lady says down 4.8, feeling energetic. That was on day 5. Another lady, 7 pounds, 0.5 to 1 inch in various spots. The third lady, yes, me too. I was telling my Tony Robbins coach about it, that when I eat really well, I still haven't felt like this. It's almost like I'm younger. One lady said, I feel like my brain has come alive. I was like, that's exactly what you need. So out of all the things that I've done, this is the final one. Out of all the things that I've done in the past 5 years to lose weight, this is easy and filling. I only felt hungry a few times during the cleanse, but then I drank more water. I believe this program, I believe this is a program that I can sustain on long-term life. Make it a great day.
Oh, that's beautiful. Hey, Mel, can I ask you a question? Are you finding fulfillment supporting others through this?
This has been the most fulfilling thing to date. The fact that I'm in my 9th shred, I'm shredding with them. And believe me, every time I do full protocol, something inside me changes for the better. So I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how many programs you do, but each program is unique inside my body. So being able to coach someone and give them the idea to put in their mind that anybody could do this, you are successful regardless of the weight, regardless of the inches. The whole matter is transforming how you live your life. And so these people, I mean, they're very busy. One of them owns 3 businesses and just can't be in the group. So she literally reached out to me. She found one of my posts that was all energetic. And she's like, I want to be with you if you can help me. So I was like, cool, let's do it.
Mal, you're helping a lot of people. You're
Yes.
also one of those people that just shows up and keeps showing up. So we love you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping
Thank
those
you.
people. You truly are making a difference in other people's lives. That's got to feel good.
Yeah.
That in itself is the blessing of this program, is when I share, somebody else gets better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Mel, thanks again. I'm going to go ahead and introduce Jesse
Thank you.
Crystal.
Okay.
Jesse James Jamnick is a nutrition coach. He is an ER Shred ambassador, one of only two. Super knowledgeable about nutrition. He's helped me with my own, nutrition goals for years. He's been a dear friend for many years. And I know you guys all are crazy about him. So, and Jesse has an ultra marathon coming up here soon. And so we all need to be cheering him on during that. That's important.
Yeah.
Jesse, are you out there? Jesse James Jamnick.
What's up, man? Soon, as in like this Saturday soon.
Woo!
75 miles worth with 16,000 feet of up the mountain I go, with beef brisket and F-bombs, which are basically fat bombs in my hydration pack. No joke. And that used to be Carbohydrate Central, because even after 20 years of studying this crap, I still thought I needed that garbage to fuel me to do these ridiculous endurance races. And now that I'm 41 and a lot smarter and have messed life up a lot, I realize that I now feel the absolute best that I've ever felt in my entire track of training. And I just feel like I'm going to crush it. But you didn't leave me much time, so I have to energize everybody. Butter slabs is what we eat for snacks. It just gives you a lot of energy. And I have a bone to pick with you, Sean, before we get started, because I tried the no freaking shampoo thing. I'm on day 20.
Let me see. Let's see.
my locks. I'm trying to figure out how that works. But anyways, listen. I mean, come on, all joking aside, what else do I have left to share that you guys haven't shared in your amazing testimonials? Every single week, it gets better and better and better. Every single week, we have more and more and more people coming alive. And coming alive, as you realize, is different for every single person. When Sean first called me, one of my biggest fears was, I said, Sean, I hate diets. I can't stand them. I hate the fitness industry. I hate all these freaking people that are promoting this crap to people. They're prying on their weaknesses. They're not getting them results. And I just can't be a part of that. And we really dug in, and we made sure we crossed the T's and dotted the I's to make sure that what we had put together was actually something that was going to not just get people physical results, but give people the aha moment. Because for me, doing this for such a long period of time, I remember when I first started, and there was years that I went to the gym and worked out and didn't get the way that I wanted to look. I was very frustrated. I was very aggravated. I tried all these different diets. I did all the stuff like you guys. And it wasn't until I had the aha moment, the click, that food is the most powerful legal drug on the face of the planet. It wasn't until that it really clicked to me, and it made me understand the shift in the mindset. The ER Shred is not a diet. I actually take offense when people call it a diet, because to me, it's not a diet. It's an empowerment movement. It puts you back in the driver's seat, so you are back in control of your life. And that is different than my life, different than Sean's life, different than Adam's life, and Heather's life, and Bob's life, and everybody else's life. There is no other person like you, and you are going through your own thing. So no matter if it was weight loss, if it was energy, if it was more time with kids, more energy with kids, if it was, losing the blubber, if it was gaining the mental clarity, whatever that may be of what attracted you to this, what you're coming to realize, this is my realization after doing this hardcore. I have not had a slip up. I have not cheated on any holiday. I have not derived from this program. I am one of the most committed, dedicated people when it comes to health and fitness for my body, because, and only because, it is my choice. It's my choice to feel jacked jacked up and alive every single day. And I'm going to continue to doing that because my vision, my goal in life is at 90 years old to still be climbing mountains, to still be exploring the world, to still be going on adventures that other people can only wish and dream of. And they won't be able to do it because they're not physically capable of doing it. And that's why I choose to be healthy. And if you do it for that reason, and that reason only, because health is our greatest wealth, you'll come to realize that what the ER shred is your tracks to run on. The ER shred, you know, we don't demonize vegetables. We don't demonize carbohydrates. What we're doing is we're teaching you which ones serve your particular body. It's very, very important. You're just eating, and you think that you need these things. Like I thought that I needed carbs to do ultra long distance running and realized that, holy crap, I feel 10 times better. And I've studied this. I've looked at it. The research was all there. I've also come to realize through more research and more crossing and talking to, you know, research scientists and people who have spent 30 plus years doing this, what I've come to realize is that the way of the ER shred, this is how I look at it. I think the ER shred is the ancestral way of eating, revised and put together with the 21st century needs. What do I mean by that? We have to deal with toxins. We have to deal with overload. We have to deal with extra stress. We have to deal with pollution. We have to deal with bad soil. We have to address all of those issues. And the ER shred is this perfect culmination, this fusion, if you will. It addresses elimination. Elimination's so powerful. Look at what you guys are doing. You are crashing your cravings. You're telling me you were addicted to Red Bull, potato chips, pizza, beer, sugar, and now all of a sudden you can stop this. It's not just a magical thing. What that's called crowding out. In holistic coaching, that's called crowding out. And what you're doing is you're not just removing something to remove it, you're filling the void with what was missing in the first place. If you understand the body, you realize the body doesn't actually crave things. It craves things because you're missing things. And the things that we've been missing are minerals, nutrients, vitamins, human food, because 90% of the food that we were choosing is not even human food, meaning that it doesn't feed your cells. It doesn't make your cells function and vibe at peak optimal levels, the highest vibration. You want that highest vibration because they all work together. Every cell has a job, and every bite of food you take, instantly, that butter that I put in my mouth, it instantly sent signals to my body. Now, those signals, as you guys know with fat, are jived up. You know, I forgot who it was. Beth, you shared that amazing diagram. You know what you shared at the end, that flat line, that spike in the morning and that flat line? Welcome to the body's most efficient way of utilizing fuel. That's called fat. You see, we only have two ways, fat or carbohydrates, and fat doesn't crash. Carbs go up and carbs crash down. And it's kind of like almost like drugs, right? People get addicted to bad things because they get that high and they crash down and they get a fix. And that's the same thing that we've done with food, because westernization has made us this carb-centric, crazy, carb-eating lunatics, right? Everything has to be carbs, 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 carbs. Well, Adam made a great post, and this is so true. There are no such thing as essential carbohydrates, but there are essential fats. There are essential proteins, branched chain amino acids that the body needs to fuel. So you see, I'm explaining it this way tonight because the ER shred, as I've watched this transformed thousands of lives over the last 8 months, as I personally, like I've always done for 20 years, used myself as the ultimate human guinea pig and put myself through the hardest training with this type so I can make sure that it can sustain at different levels. Okay, you're starting to understand that this is something that's so much bigger than just what you put on your plate. This is physical. This is mental. This is attacking and addressing cellular health at the deepest level. We have elimination. We have nutritional intermittent cellular cleansing. We have intermittent fasting. We have net protein utilization. We have nutritional restoration. We have fat adaptation, which those of you are now realizing that is the way to go. That is the way to burn fuel. There is no more crashes. There's no more 3:30. Oh my God, I just got run over by the city dump truck. That's how I used to feel too. I drank a lot of Red Bulls back in the day. Sometimes there's Red Bull and vodka. Don't know how I'm still living, to be honest with you, at some of these points. Some of the skull and crossbone things that I used to put in my body, the supplements that I tried over the years, don't understand how I'm talking to you right now. I was like jittering. I was like shaking on the bench press. I was like, holy shit, I'm going to die in the middle of this workout. It was crazy, the stuff that we would put in our body, and we do it without even thinking. And this makes, you know what this does? This comes in and it goes, and it slaps you right across the face real fast, doesn't it? It lets you wake up. It lets you realize, wow, I am supposed to feel amazing. I am a human being. You're not eating like, somebody said, I'm eating like a man. You're not eating like a man. You're eating like a human. That's woman and man. Human, child, adult, old, young. It doesn't matter. We are human beings, and we all need the fundamentals, you see? So we have this crazy protocol that we realized, and what we've done is we've taken pieces of things that we know are amazing. Why? Because again, this is the ancestral way revised for the 21st century. This is addressing everything. And why in the world would we not use cutting edge research? Why would we not take advantage of cutting edge stuff that they didn't have back in the day? We would be complete buffoons if we chose to do that. So the ER shred is really, really simple. It's an elimination, reset, shred protocol. We're going to eliminate all of the culprits. What do I mean by that? All the shit that's not food, that you think is food, but it's not really food. The cookies, the candy, the cake, all that stuff. Now, does that mean that you can never enjoy it? No, that doesn't mean that. Does that mean that you can never bring it back into your life? No, we've never said that. But some of you are realizing that, why would I put that back in if it doesn't serve me? You see, you just got power. That's what I mean by being back in control. I don't eat stuff because I feel like I'm left out. I'm not pressured into eating stuff because you're like, oh, come have a beer with me. I'm like, no, I don't want to feel like crap. I'm like, come climb the 6,000-foot mountain with me tomorrow. They're like, oh, I can't do that. I'm like, well, go ahead and drink another one. I'm going to get my sleep now. You see, it's just a choice. Who's living the better life? The guy who's getting drunk and can't wake up the next morning, or the guy who's going to adventure and climb? Have you ever seen the world from 14,000 feet? Holy shit, it is epic. That, to me, I think I'm making a better choice. Do you understand? It's that mindset. And this is the tracks. The elimination will give you that power so you can choose. You now choose how you want to feel. Do you want to feel like you're being attacked because of the food you ate? Or do you want to feel like the food that you chose to eat is actually doing what food is supposed to do? Fuel you for performance, provide you the energy, provide you the energy you need to recover from the workouts, to recover from the day, to recover from the stress of 6 kids. That's a big family, right? And the stress and the pressure and whatever it may be. That's what it's doing. So the elimination aspect does that. It takes the load off the body. It relieves the burden. It gets you to baseline. And those of you that have actually truly followed and gotten to baseline, you understand how beautiful that is. You add a food, you can instantly know if it's your friend or if it's your foe. And then you just make wise decisions. Okay, you stay, you go. You stay, you go. And it's a simple, simple process if you keep it simple. Sometimes we're our biggest enemies. We get in our own way. Keep it simple and you're going to get amazing results. The elimination aspect is so powerful to this, okay? Then we have the reset. Now, the reset is actually cellular, nutritional, intermittent fasting. This is not your 18-6. This is not, any of that. In fact, I am so freaking excited. I'm a science geek. I'm really a science geek. And I love research. We have new research that I can't really talk about too much just yet, but I promise you it's done on 48-hour nutritional fasting, nutritional cleansing. Man, we are attacking the deep visceral fat. This is no diet. You know what diets don't work? They don't address the root causes. They don't address the inflammation. They don't address the insulin. They don't address the visceral deep fat where all the bad toxins get stored. Why are they stored there? The body has no choice. You put harmful things to the body's like, holy crap, I don't know what to do. boom, it stores it into the fat cells. And those fat cells never go away. The goal is to attack them. The goal is to get them to not be so aggressive. So we know now through ridiculous research that not only can we attack the deep visceral fat, which that's going to crush your cravings, that's going to control your hormone levels, your ghrelin, your insulin, your serotonin, all the things that regulate the body. More importantly, the insulin, because that's the chief inside the body. Okay, and we know somebody talked about insulin. Like, insulin's not your friend. It's not your friend. You want to not produce as much insulin as possible. And we know that by doing this nutritional fasting, putting it with that, not only does it go after the deep visceral fat, we can also release safely those harmful toxins that are stored inside of our sticky fat cells that scientists used to believe were called forever toxins. Not anymore. We can actually release those. So we have that process. We have all the science that backs it. We have that in the combination. Remember, health is not one magic trick pony. Health is not one product. Health is not one thing. Health is consistency of everything put together over and over and over again. That's what ultimately creates healthy. So we have that that reset aspect, and then we have the shred. And here's how I want to describe the shred. Here's the shred to me. The shred is understanding the difference in nutritional value of food. Every single diet in the world just says, cut your calories, cut your calories, cut your calories. Calories in, calories out, the most flawed thing. I've been saying that for years. And now there's hard scientific proof that any health professional that actually still promotes that should be ashamed of themselves, because we're not just addressing less calories. We need to understand the quality of the food that we're putting in. 280 calories of a candy bar is not the same as 280 calories of an Informed Sport, Informed Choice certified complete macronutrient balanced meal that's giving you the highest quality protein, the protease enzymes, the carbs, the fats, the vitamins, the minerals at a bioavailable level. What does that mean? You can actually absorb the stuff that you put into your body. Most of you are just eating, and you're not even absorbing that stuff. So we utilize these shakes, we utilize the cleanse, we utilize things like collagen bone broth, because we know that collagen is the glue inside the body. We know that these particular shakes that we choose to use contain what's called protease enzymes in them. Now, protease enzymes are very special because they break things down inside the body. Protease is, we believe it's been activated by heat. And what happens is, usually this takes place in the gut. And we know through trial and tribulation and outside stuff that if we use incubation process, we know that people are going to have an easier time with digestion that maybe had digestion problems before. We know that people are going to remain fuller than they were before if they didn't do this. So it's all amazing benefits all wrapped around. And then we choose to utilize one of the most undervalued foods in the human food industry today, red meat. Good quality, pasture-raised, grass-fed beef. One of the most nutritious foods that you could possibly put in your body. And the reason that some of you are so scared is because we've been freaking lied to for decades now. And we were told that if we ate that, it would cause heart disease and it would cause our arteries and stuff to clog. And do you know that there's not one piece of scientific literature that backs that up? That was all a hypothesis. It was a hypothesis that was strung out of control. And we now know that meat is actually extremely beneficial. It's extremely nutritious to the body, and it can fuel us. It can keep us satiated. You know, you don't feel like you're starving. Listen to your testimonials. Every other diet you failed because you wanted to binge, you wanted to crave. There's a reason that you're not doing that. The fats, the proteins, you're not spiking your blood sugars and racking them back down. You have sustained energy throughout the course of the day now. So we combine all of this stuff put together, and Sean, there's so much research on all of this that it would take me hours to go through, and we'll keep sharing with people. And then we have something that you cannot put a price tag on. And that is you. That is Shredder Nation. That is our community. We have 21.4 thousand people, and that grows literally by the hundreds every single week. You cannot replace that. You do not get that when a doctor says you need to lose weight. You do not get that when you sign up to some rinky-dinky stuff. You do not get that when you go into the store and you buy that shitty product anyways. You do not get that support. You do not get the information. You have access to more importantly than the health professionals like Susan and the doctors that we have and health coaches, and more importantly than all of that, you have other shredders that have said yes and went first. And they have proven now, I mean, 5 shreds, 6 shreds, 7 shreds, that consistency of making the proper choices, little choices every single day. This doesn't have to be crazy, but little choices, the right choices every day to fuel your body for performance. That, my friends, is the magic of health. And that's what I've been doing for the last 20 years of my life, which is why I'm where I'm at today. Not because I just did the shred. My energy is up. My recovery as an athlete is through. It's blowing my mind how fast I recovered, like 31 miles, and I'm exercising the next day. I'm like, what? Like zero soreness, like crazy stuff that I've done it the other way. I've done it for many years, but this way is just nuts to me as I keep going more and more and more. But consistency every day, day in and day out, that's the magic sauce, Sean. And having the love and the support and the community and this beautiful environment that we've created, my gosh, like, come on. That right there is worth its weight in freaking gold. That's what I got, brother. That's what I got tonight. We got to be done.
All right, Jesse, thank you so much. Jesse, your presentation, again, as always, was unbelievably spot on, and it just keeps getting better. And everybody in the chat is just keeps saying, Jesse's on fire, Jesse's on fire. And Jesse, just thank you for everything you bring to the table. And that was a really on fire presentation. It was really, really awesome. So thank you. And
thanks, man. I'm sweating like I did a workout.
And Jesse, we got to be cheering you on. So whether it's you posting live during your race or whether it's a recap, you know, maybe next week you can share a whole recap for us.
So here's the cool part about these mountains, the Blue Mountains. They get a lot of cell phone reception. And I have these little battery chargers. You guys all know those that you carry around. So I already have those planned in my pack. So I'm going to go live as much as I possibly can. I want to show you the good, but I want to really show you when I'm suffering and when I feel like I want to like throw myself off the side of the mountain, because there's going to be many of those times too. The power of visualization and what it takes and the sustained energy. But man, I'm going to crush this thing, and I want you guys to all experience it. The best that I can possibly do, I'll do.
I'm sure, see, most people, they see what you're doing as commendable, as worthwhile. For me, for years, I couldn't understand, Jesse, why people do these things. I couldn't comprehend it. I thought there must be a screw loose. And now
there is screws loose. There is screws.
But now it's crazy, because ever since ER Shred, I feel myself. I think it's because I never felt well. And I feel myself. What am I capable of? What could I push through? How could I challenge myself? I think it's inherent.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited to live vicariously through my brother, Jesse. And I've been sending him some heavy metal rock songs to listen to on his way up the mountain. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select. I just did it again. I've got the pink ER Shred hat here. I'm going to not dump these again. I've got everybody in here from the last 2 weeks. I'm going to tell you who wins. ER Shred here. Here we go. I'm not going to look. They're all in there. Here we go. It is. Drum roll. Christina Hickman. Woo, woo. Congratulations, Christina. I'll reach out to you, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, guys.
She wants one for all the kids too, Sean.
That's a lot of kids, man. I don't have that much money. Well, everybody, can you please unmute and thank Jesse for that tremendous presentation?
Jesse, thank you. Any link?
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you, Jesse.
Well done.
Good luck in your race.
Way to go, Jesse.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That race
Yeah,
out, bro. Nice.
tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, Jesse.
Good job.
Thanks,
Thanks, everybody. Thank you all.
Sean and Crystal.
Knock it out.
Awesome.
Thank
Love
you, guys.
all.
Thank you,
We
Sean. Love
all.
you
Thank
guys.
you. Thank you so much. And there's about 3 of you that I need to get in touch with, and I'm sorry. It's just been crazy. It's been crazy good, though. Crazy good.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this call. I gotta chat with Jesse about one thing before I let him go to bed for the night, but thank you all.
You're
for-
gonna do
Good
it,
night,
Jesse. You're
everybody.
gonna
Yeah,
do
see you
it.
tomorrow.
Bye.
All right, you guys, we'll see
Be
you.
great. Have a great
Bye-bye.
week.
All right, bye-bye.